final performance, British Motostar Championship. Taz Taylor from Mansfield on the RS Racing KTM, number 6, on pole position. He leads the way through Old Hall Corner as Ed Rendell is sat up vigorously by Scott Derue on his orange KTM. They drop down the hill towards Cascades. Taylor already pulling out something of an advantage, and Ed Rendell hanging on to that third place with every ambition to get back to the front. Taz Taylor leads it. Second place now for Ed Rendell. He's broken clear of Scott Derue, and the Dutchman has the Scandinavian number 77, Alex Persson, in pursuit. And Persson begins to put a bit of pressure on the former Red Bull rookie and Moto3 Grand Prix rider, and moves through into third place. And they will have a battle that continues right until the finishing line, with Alex Persson constantly thwarting the attempts of 19-year-old Dutchman Scott Derue. The huge battle for 8th place. Charlie Nesbitt looked to have had it until that moment squeezed him out and he had to regroup. At the front though, Taz Taylor running absolutely clear, eventually just 4.5 seconds in it. It's good enough though for his second race win of the season. Second place for the 125 reigning champion. Third place for Alex Persson, the Scandinavian, absolutely thrilled with that. But Taz Taylor has just calmly gone around about his business on the Ryan Saxonby KTM, and won, going away almost at a canter. The National Superstock 1000cc grid gets off the line with pole setter, the man of the weekend so far, Alistair Seeley on the Tyco BMW, grabbing the advantage, but unfortunately 2 fallers at the first turn, and the unluckiest man there on that black machine was the Scotsman Michael Robertson, all the way down from Dander Hall to get dumped in the first turn. Seeley leads it. Second place Hudson Kenner. Moving through into third place comes the championship leader, number 10, 20-year-old Jossie Elliott on the Morello Racing Kawasaki. And Elliott quickly sets about, trying to fight his way through into second place and chase down his fellow Ulsterman. At Old Hall Corner, he slips inside the black and orange machine of former champion Hudson Kenner, and then he pulls this move on Alistair Seeley, nudges aside the relatively elder statesman of the Ulster scene. Alistair Seeley then has to respond on the Tyco BMW, and he does it fine style through Island Bend. Just cleaves through on the inside at maximum speed, and then again he gets outbraked as they drop down into Izzy's chicane and through Knickerbrook and off of Clay Hill. The front three tied together. Seeley responds again with that magic move at Island Bend. That puts the aptly named Wee Wizard back in front. And then this unfortunate moment for Tom Tunstall, fighting for 7th place. The Huddersfield veteran gets pitched off, and that means the red flag has come out, and Alistair Seeley has taken his first victory of the season. He's been a winner 3 times in the last 2 years here in Supersport. The Pirelli National Superstock 600 Championship race here at Oulton Park, and as they head down to the first turn, it's little Taron McKenzie who jumps to the front on bike number 40 off pole position. One rider takes to the grass, thankfully without mishap. The rest of this huge field pour down the avenue towards Cascades, and straight away Taron McKenzie comes under pressure from Mason Law, the man who has won all 3 of the opening races in this contest. Oh, what a massive moment though for Andy Irwin on the MWR Racing Kawasaki. The young Irishman crashes out, leaving Mason Law versus Taron McKenzie at the front. But the local boy, Joe Francis, on the TTC Yamaha number 4, the black machine is coming up, and he carves a way through inside Taron McKenzie, gets the better of Taz. Taz tries to respond, dropping down towards Knickerbrook, and he goes down. The 2 of them collide. Joe Francis manages to hang on. McKenzie is down and out. Francis then has to try and recover, but Bradley Ray is on a mission on the Motor Breakers Kawasaki number 82. He launches through into second place. A massive moment for Matt Truelove, saved brilliantly by the Englishman on the Yamaha. Number 12, Brad Jones, trying to get to that third place, doesn't quite manage to anchor up at Knickerbrook. Mason Law takes his 3rd successive victory. Second place to Bradley Ray. Third place just from Joe Francis. But another brilliant victory for the green Kawasaki of the outlaw, Mason Law.
The Ducati TriOptions Cup is always going to be a close fought thing, but from the front row, one or two of the local guys who qualified here in wet conditions made a fist of it. But Leon Morris, number 2, fighting hard from the word go, got his nose out in front. All eyes, though, would be on the reigning champion Dennis Hobbs, who, coming from the back of the grid, would really have to get his head down. Rob Guyver, number 13, on the yellow and black bike, was charging through as well, and as the race went on, he set lap record after lap record. Brilliant, brilliant battle though. Robbie Brown, number 43, a former champion, he was making a terrific, terrific charge. Marty Nutt, number 77, the existing lap record holder here, was up the front challenging with Morris, and these two scrapped. They even swapped paint at different points during the race. It was getting frantic stuff. Leon Morris, though, never looked like losing the lead, except for a brief moment he did. Nutt got it all wrong, ran on the grass. Guyver took the opportunity, charged through on the inside. Another lap record to the number 13 yellow and black rider, Rob Guyver, and he really was up to second until he too made a mistake, allowing Marty Nutt to sweep past again in imperious style. Guyver never really regained his composure, had a go up dearly on the closing run to the line, but failed, had to settle for the runner-up spot. Leon Morris took the victory, a brilliant, brilliant 25 points for him. From the word go, there was drama off the line when Andy Peach made a meteoric dash across the line, only to collide with Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charwood, almost taking out Sean Hegarty and James Neve in the process. That effectively sidelined Andy Peach from the proceedings as the race unfolded, but out in front, Tim Reeves and Greg Clues did not put a foot wrong. They were chased hard in the initial stages by Tony Brown and Sam Christie, Paymundo.com Kawasaki. Meanwhile, Stevens and Charwood, despite a vain attempt to keep going, had to give way to a damaged wheel arch which was contacting the sidecar tyre. Their race was over. Hegarty and Neve, meanwhile, having got second win, recovering from that start line incident, pushed on and chased Reeves all the way to the flag. Lovelock and Alto made a fist of it as well, eventually to claim 4th. Ben Bygrave and Justin Sharp, number 74, on the Blue Machinery Suzuki, were also running strongly, but we did see a little bit of tapping from Justin Sharp. Whether it was a mechanical problem, we do not know. Hegarty, meanwhile, charging on in second, but a scrap further down the field involving Martin Kirk, Gary Horsepole and Brian Gray resulted in a bit of a challenge for Tim Reeves to make his way through, but he did. Martin Kirk, meanwhile, has arrived in style. Martin Kirk got the better of Horsepole. Reeves, meanwhile, took the checkered flag and the 25 points.